Hi, and welcome to the LavaCast. I'm your host, Lava Charm, and why is it called the LavaCast? Because I'm broadcasting live from the pits of hell, and I'm paying for my sins down here. Facebook messaging has ruined me. Have you ever gotten drunk and just sent out a bunch of Facebook messages? I do that a lot, and then the next day I feel bad about it. Hey, what's going on? Hey, remember me from high school? Hey, I think you're really hot. It really just makes me cringe. Recently, what was it? There was a girl, I was friends with a girl, and she had a sister, and her sister was younger and hotter, and I'm like, yeah, I want that. So I kept Facebook messaging her over and over and over again, but all it did was drive her away and freak her out. Because when you're over ambitious, when you show way too much interest right off the bat, it's an immediate put off. They go, no, stay away from me, you freak. And it doesn't help if you continuously tag them in posts on Facebook. They go, why are you tagging me here? I'm like, I don't know, I thought maybe. You're like, no, you need to stop that, Lava. I'm not interested. I have a boyfriend now. Whatever, bitch. Your 16th boyfriend that you have now will be gone in a couple of months. I'm what you really crave. I'm pretty sure. At least in my head, that's what I tell myself. Or messaging old girlfriends. That's probably not good. I did that. There was one from high school I had. Her parents hated me so much and made us break up. There was a phone call we had. Oh my God, it was the worst phone call ever. In the history of phone calls, it was the worst. Her mom, this fucking bitch, made her call me while she was there. And while she was calling me, she was just fucking crying the entire time. It was very hard to listen to. And her mom made her tell me, this was in high school, so it was like, she was 15 and I was 18. Realized she was a freshman in high school. I was a senior in high school. I never got held back. I never did bad. It was just, obviously, it's like, oh, you're 18, you're too old. She's 15, she's too young. But we're both still going to school at the same time. I never got held back. It wasn't a big deal. But her parents fucking hated me. And her mom made her call me and tell me that we weren't allowed to see each other anymore, and she was just crying the entire time, and it was so sad, and it was the worst, and it made me cringe. And then her mom threatened me a bunch of times. She's like, you have to stop seeing my daughter. You're 18, you're too old, we're gonna call the police. And I didn't know what to do as a young kid, even though I was 18. I was still finishing my high school year and trying to figure out what I was gonna do with my life. That was scary. I didn't know how that shit worked. I still kind of don't know how that shit works. Anyways, recently, I started thinking about her because I was listening to this audiobook and it was talking about old high school flames, and then I couldn't stop thinking about her. And I want her back. And I kept thinking that it was more like a Romeo and Juliet type thing. That both families hated each other, but it drew us closer to each other, and I could have kept that shit together. I could have kept it together if I would have just tried harder and opened up to her mom, and then had her mom meet my parents. She would have realized that I was actually a decent person, but I wasn't. At first look at me in high school, you would say, look at this fucking weirdo in his long hair and his beanies and his goddamn trench coat. I think it was the trench coat that really did it. I did wear a trench coat, and that was not very appealing. I looked ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. And I wore lots of bracelets with spikes on them. It was fucking ridiculous. But recently, I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, hey, do you remember that time you made that phone call? She didn't really respond much. She responded once, and that was it. I think she's moved on. Obviously, she should have. That's stupid of me to not think that. So I want a date. I want a girl like any normal guy would. My chemistry, my biology is pressing me to find a mate. So I thought I'd go on to some dating apps. But I don't know what your experiences on these dating apps are, but mine are fucking terrible. Most of the time, like 80% of the time, no one responds back. And then when people do respond back, it's only a couple of times before they finally fucking ghost you. And it doesn't work out ever. I heard that you have to pay for it. If you pay for it, it might show more intent or interest. Like, this shit's expensive. So if the girl's paying for the dating app and you're paying for the dating app and then you meet, then there's more likely that they're serious about it and would want to hook up, or not hook up, but go on a date or whatever. They're trying to find the one. But it is pretty expensive to do that. And it's hard work. Messaging constantly back and forth. I find it way easier in person. If I could just get them in person, it would work out. I need to sit down one-on-one. I'm chatty as fuck. Especially when I have my book in front of me. Like right now I have my book in front of me. It's a sketchbook. I draw stuff. But I also write stuff down. Like I'm constantly writing down facts and things and stuff I'm thinking about. And right now, what is it? I'm just reloading my thoughts into a voice thing. But my sketchbook, it's all down on paper. The same goddamn thoughts. Sometimes I just read from it when I do this. This isn't my final form. I only get to be human once, and humans are social creatures. We need everybody. Too much isolation is bad for you. That's what went so wrong in Montana. I went to Montana State University for college after the Marine Corps. People were like, use your fucking GI Bill. They'll pay for school. Go to school. Go to school. So I had a buddy, and he was in Montana State University, and he's like, this place is great. There's a ski resort right next to the fucking school. It's amazing. And so I went up there, and it was amazing. It was a great-looking school, and we went snowboarding and drinking all the fucking time, but I quickly learned that I fucking hated school. And then I really cut myself off from other people because I didn't know anybody except him, and my social skills were really lacking. That was the first time I had, like, what I want to say is absolute freedom, complete freedom to do whatever I want, and mostly I chose not to do anything and not to go to class, and that was a really bad decision. It didn't work out. I mean, it was a lot of fun at first, but the isolation led to depression, led to being afraid to go out. Wait, I have this. The more you don't interact with people, the more you become afraid to go out. The more you don't go out, the more paranoid you become of talking to people. Then you cut yourself off completely and wonder why we are so depressed. The loneliness will kill you. I need to interact and talk to more people because I have a lot of thoughts and ideas, and I need to tell them to everybody I meet, mostly the people that I'm forced to interact with. And these are usually the tellers, what do I say, bank teller? No, grocery store clerk person, checkout person. I meet and see a lot of the same people, but I end up never fucking talking to them. And I just gotta I should talk to them more and let them know what's going on with me, just all my random fucking thoughts. Because I do have a lot that I like to share, But I never know really when to share. Sometimes strangers, I feel like I don't want to fucking tell them anything, but I should. Expand our clever ploy. Share our thoughts with everybody. We have to interact. Share the love. Everyone deserves everything that I think and know. Ooh, I got a new phone number. Oh my God. I didn't want to get a new phone number, but every day I've been getting a call from a new person for like since 2018 started. It's March, but since like January, February, March. Yes, I've been getting a phone call from a random person every single fucking day. So what happened was there was a telemarketing scam robot that stole my phone number. They were using my phone number and calling people every day. And then these people were trying to call it back. But all the calls were coming to me. I have not called anybody. Every single day, a new person would call me saying, I'm returning your phone call. What's going on? Now, at first, I answered and would just talk to these people. And they're like, I'm returning your phone call. Like, I didn't call anybody. Like, well, I'm just like, no, I didn't call anybody. It was so confusing and weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But slowly, I started to learn that that's what it had to be. Some sort of scam artist, telemarketing, fucking robot was using my phone number as a disguise, and then these fucking people were calling me back. And half the time I was like, who the fuck are these people calling me back? If I get a number I don't recognize, I don't call it back. I never call it back. Unless I think it's somebody specific or I have a reason to believe that. Who are these fucking psychos that are calling me back? And they were leaving voicemails too. Why are you leaving me a voicemail? Fuck. Don't do that. Don't do that. Did you hear about the girl that plucked out her own eyes? So there was this girl, and she smoked a bunch of meth or whatever. And then she went outside and she was like tripping balls. I don't know what it's like to be on meth, but I didn't think it was that bad. Or that crazy, but apparently she went outside and then she thought God was talking to her, and she didn't know. Now I'm thinking I said this. She plucked out her own goddamn eyes. Did I say this on the last one? Fuck. I'm a little drunk. What do I got here? Some tequila. Jose Cuervo Gold. Num nums. Delicious. What am I chewing? Oh, it's not really chew. I used to chew. I don't do it anymore. It really tears up your fucking lips. But at the peak of my chewing tobacco days, dude, I love that so much. It was so good. I look forward to it all the time. The feel, the juiciness, the spitting. I don't do it anymore. It hurts my lip too much. I got over that. I only smoke when I drink, and I only drink every night. I'm going to smoke after this. I'm sucking on some beef jerky. But it's in the form of chew. It's really good. I really dig it. If you want something sweet to watch, and you're like me, you're going to really dig, go to YouTube and go to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's fucking dope. It's really dope. It's like Sesame Street starts off, and then it all goes to hell. There's usually a song, and then everything goes to hell. There's like puppets. It's like a kid's show with friendly puppets, and then it all goes to hell. All right. This has been something. Thanks for listening. I love you. Peace the fuck out.